Hi, it's Ariel with Auto City in El Cajon, San Diego's award-winning used car dealership, and this is a 2015 Volkswagen Golf SE in platinum gray metallic with a Titan black leatherette interior. This car has just over 44,000 miles. Let's take a look at it now.
This 2015 Volkswagen Golf SE is sitting pretty with 44,000 miles on the clock. And you'll be sitting pretty too, right on its upscale feeling black leatherette seating surfaces. The mother of all hatchbacks, this reputable, wait a minute, what's this?
Whoa, 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 stop the clock. TDI? Diesel? Didn't Volkswagen just tarnish their reputation with these TDI cars? What is this thing doing on my lot?
Have no fear, the recalls are here. Okay, let's not harp on the past. Here's the long and the short of it. Volkswagen cheated on the test.
Shame.
By installing a special emission software in more than 500,000 diesel cars sold in the US roughly between 2009 to 2016, in layman's terms, the software could act as a cheat code and detect when the car was being tested for emissions, thereby changing around all the settings to comply with the strict regulations of the EPA. Once the car drives away from the testing station, it resumes normal function, significantly changing the fuel pressure, injection timing, and a whole bunch of other mumbo-jumbo. So while on the chopping block, these TDIs appeared to be as clean as their clean diesel campaign claimed they were, when in reality, a vast majority of these cars were pumping out NOx almost 40 times over the legal limit. While this made for a more Farfignugan diesel experience, they were harming the environment, and they got caught in a lie.
Shame.
Odds are Volkswagen's not the only car maker to do this. They're just the ones who got caught. And as a result, they were forced to offer buyback incentives to every single buyer of every single affected diesel car sold to the American public. This also included cars from brands Audi and Porsche. This was only a problem in the United States, by the way, because of the stricter smog and emissions regulations over here. Beyond all the bureaucratic red tape, not such a bad thing to have, but that's neither here nor there. Anyway, they were given a number of options of what to do with these bought-back TDI cars. A. Scrap them. Unfortunately, this will be the fate for a vast majority of these cars. B. Reprogram the sneaky emission software and replace the parts that caused higher pollution rates. While this does marginally affect power and performance, approximately 67,000 of these cars will now begin to resurface on lots like ours. Yeah! They shall live on to become icons, cult heroes, rare birds with a storied past, but who lived to tell the tale. Those of us car folk lucky enough to get a hold of one will know just how special and unique these things really are, and just listen to how cute. TDIs have always had a loyal cult following, a sort of if you know fan base. And now, for a select few built between 2009 to 2016, they have a second chance at life, including this one.
Recall schmeecall. Oh, I love these little cars. I love them so much. I love everything about them. It's got just so much pep and grip and torque and just the right amount of power and zippiness. I love these cars. Now, this car features Volkswagen's famous DSG transmission, the same transmission you find in the automatic iteration of the GTI. If there is one auto manual flappy paddle gearbox that I like, it's this one. It's smooth and powerful, and the shifts are responsive and precise, but they also give you a little bit of a tactile jerk to it. And when paired with that rumbling, torquey diesel engine, it's got a real nice vroom to it. You can control it with the stick here or with the little flappy paddles on the steering wheel. I'm not sure which I prefer yet. As far as auto manuals go, this is hands down the best in the business. When you flip the thing back into automatic mode, be it regular drive or sport, there's still no lack of control and power in this car. It still has that very German footy feel to it. And you could feel the gear shifts even just by pressing on the gas pedal. Sport mode is really fun in this car, and I'd say it's no less powerful or sporty than its GTI brethren, only it's just a little more iconoclastic. It's the hipster's GTI. Besides all that TDI diesel stuff, it's a Golf, the best hatchback ever made. It's got door pockets big enough to house my giant oversized hippy-dippy water bottle. I love that. It's got back seats spacious enough for adult passengers to sit back here and maintain their integrity. It's got a spacious and usable hatchback trunk. And of course, folding rear seats, which fold flat, by the way. Solid German build quality. It's built like a tank with materials that don't feel like they're gonna fall apart by next Tuesday. The seating position is very comfortable and visibility is great, 360 degrees around. Everything is very accessible and easy to operate while driving. It's a very simple and clean, classic design. I also really like this brushed aluminum trim here. You don't get that in the GTI, by the way. You only get that piano black trim they have. This only comes in the standard Golf and the Golf TDI. It's the leader in the compact hatchback segment for 40 years strong for a reason. It's a Golf. Don't mess with a good thing. 6 speeds is what you have, and you get up to 80 miles an hour in no time. The only thing that this car really lacks that the GTI has is a sport-tuned suspension. The suspension in this car is pretty much standard Golf fare, save for the fact that this SE model has larger wheels. But if you were to take this car and to modify the suspension, this thing would be a GTI killer, hands down. It is a real joy to drive this little car. Now, if you're going to go for a TDI Golf, I would recommend springing for the SE trim like this one. The cost difference between the SE and the S in the used market is negligible, and you do get a lot of nice amenities, such as Fender premium sound system, Titan black leatherette seating surfaces with power adjustments, this generously oversized sun moonroof. It's incredible. You also get 17-inch alloy sport wheels, which not only gives the car a cosmetic upgrade, but if you do plan to modify the suspension to beat out the GTI, well, these larger footprint wheels gives you a damn good head start. Lest we forget, the real advantage of diesel is fuel economy. The reason you buy a diesel is because, well, the costs of fuel are more consistent and you get astronomically better fuel economy. Right now I'm cruising down this highway at 75 miles per hour, and my average fuel consumption is 65 miles to the gallon. You can't get that in a gasoline car. So what did my average fuel consumption turn out to be during the entirety of this road test? 45 miles to the gallon. That's with city and highway driving. 45 miles to the gallon combined. I like this car. I like it a lot. So what about this famous recall? Apparently some of the modifications made to bring the TDIs back to an acceptable American standard, it did affect some of the power and performance. I don't really feel it. Maybe if I had a chance to actually A/B a pre-recall TDI car and a post-recall TDI car, yeah, maybe I'd be able to tell the slightest bit of a difference, but without that A/B comparison, it doesn't matter. This car feels fine. It is powerful and smooth and fun, and I love this car.
Okay, I get it. Making the jump to diesel can be a scary thing, especially with all that Volkswagen's TDI diesels just faced. But that's in the past now, and as you look toward the future, think of the diesel advantage. Smooth and substantial power, delivering an enthusiast's driving experience while maintaining unmatched fuel economy. Diesels are more reliable, they last longer, and the days of stinky black soot are long gone. Consider this, diesels are much more commonplace in Europe than they are in the United States, and well, we all know how much cooler Europe is, so if you drive a diesel in the States, you're instantly that much cooler. And this Golf is such a great example of what a diesel car can be.
Okay, you know what? I freaking love this car. It is a blast to drive, and behold, TDIs are back, baby, and I couldn't be happier because now that we're starting to get them back on the lot, I get to test drive them. So while Volkswagen works to repair their tarnished reputation, you too can be driving around in something with zip and pep and torque and gets better fuel economy than any gasoline-powered car out there, and will outlast any gasoline-powered car out there. Now, as I'm filming this video, we currently have 2 on our lot, but they will go fast. Luckily, now that the recalls and modifications have been approved, we will be seeing a lot more TDIs on the lot. So if you'd like to come take a look at one of these or any other cars we have in our award-winning lot, Come see us in El Cajon or visit us online at goautocity.com. TDI is real and it's here, baby. Thanks for watching. Hey drivers, tell me something I don't know. Seriously, did I miss something important? Did I get something wrong? Feel free to leave a nasty comment below and contribute to the conversation. Keep it classy and don't forget to subscribe.
Auto City.